here at the track at New Balance for Boston Renegades practice where they worked out today. I'm Cliff, the special teams coordinator and kicking coach. This is Faith, our director of content with the Boston Renegades, and we have some player interviews that we want to share with you.
Hi, my name is Jess Dodge, and I'm the CEO of the WFA Pro, and I'm really excited to be here at the track at New Balance with the Boston Renegades for practice, a little mini camp before our season kicks off on April 22nd. The WFA Pro has 14 teams, and this year will be featured on the Women's Sports Network and ESPN and FDF, and of course, your public access like Revere TV. So we're here with fans, with season ticket holders, having a good time, talking to players, and getting ready to have an awesome, enthusiastic 2023.
So there are some new players to the team this year.
Yes.
What are you seeing out of them at practice so far?
Yeah, the new players are bringing a lot of new confidence to the team. It just looks like they're really excited to get after it, and it shows in their play. I mean, both mentally and physically, they're really taking into the team the Renegades mentality, and I think it's really going to pay off once we take the field against people that are not Renegades.
So you mentioned the Renegades mentality. Would you say that there's a culture of the team that sort of persists from year to year that's enabled us to be successful?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody here holds everybody else to a certain standard, and that is top notch. I mean, we have to perform at a certain level, or it honestly just gets a little embarrassing for us. And everybody's holding each other accountable in a way that, we're not going to fall short this year. I mean,
so the team's had an unprecedented run of success of 4 straight championships, going for the 5th in a row. What kind of pressure does that put on you as a player, the team in general, and what do you think that's like for the rookies coming into that?
Sure. I mean, personally for me, it's another season. I mean, I hold myself to a same standard as well. I mean, for the past 4 seasons, the goal is win a national championship, and if that's not the goal this year, I'm wrong. So there's no extra added pressure in doing it 5 times because I expect myself to do it 5 times. For the new kids coming in, that might be some tough shoes to fill if you've got rookies filling in players who haven't who've retired or what have you. But I think they'll learn pretty quickly that you got to step up and make it happen.
All right, guys, we're here with Shantae Bonds of the Boston Renegades. Shantae, how long have you been with the team?
It's my 8th season with Boston Renegades.
That's awesome. So you guys have been at New Balance today, having a practice. What all did that entail today?
Yeah, today was awesome. It was all about football today, all about getting better. So we had double sessions. Started out with a morning session, getting better. We had some team building stuff in the in between, and then in the afternoon finished out really strong.
So in between some of the sessions, there were some younger girls that came to kind of watch and get perspective on what's happening. What did that mean, and what were those interactions like with those little girls that came?
Man, it was awesome to see these little girls out there in the stands watching us play. I was talking to our team owner, Molly Goodwin, about how jealous I was that these little girls got to see people like us out there playing football. And I feel like if I had that growing up, man, it would have been a whole different life for me. So it was awesome to see those little girls out there.
Absolutely. I mean, it was great to just see their faces, how excited they were to be here. And speaking of excited to be here, we've got some sponsors here from 3 Media Web. What does it mean to just see people showing up and supporting the team right before the season gets started?
Yeah, it means so much to our entire organization, just knowing that there are people out there who know that we are a good product. We are worth investing in. We are worth sponsorship. And so people like Jess Hennessy, it's amazing to have people out there who are willing to put in time, money, effort to see us grow the sport of women's football.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Shantae.
We're here at Renegades practice at the track at New Balance, and with us is...
My teammates call me G.I. Jane, but I am Deanna Walsh.
And how long have you been with the Renegades?
I think this is my 11th season. Yes, it's 11th season.
It's a long time. Can you tell us something about what you guys have been doing here today at the track?
Today we got to actually have a double session, which we don't ever get to do, really. It's a great opportunity for more time on the field, more reps, get more practice in. You can never say no to more reps,
And how are you thinking the team is looking with the infusion of new talent for this year and the returning veterans?
I think it's awesome. We somehow have a great recruiting aspect where they bring in really talented athletes. So it makes the veterans really have to push for our spots too. But it's a great mixture of rookies. mixing very well with the veterans, and I think we got a great team this year.
Are you optimistic about the upcoming season?
Of course I'm optimistic.
After 4 straight championships and potentially going for a 5th, the bullseye on our back is probably a little bit bigger than normal. Do you have any thoughts on being able to handle that?
I definitely can agree with that. You know, we're going to have a mark on us, but, you know, we wouldn't be Renegades and it wouldn't be Renegade football if we didn't have that mark on our back. We try to excel in everything we do, and we invite competition. I want the best to go against, you know, and if they beat us, then hey, now I know how much better I need to be. So anybody out there that thinks they can beat us, bring it. Bring your A game. I'm going to bring mine.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Renegades open the season on April 29th at home against the D.C Divas at Revere. Hope to have some fans there. We're here at Boston Renegades practice, and right now we are with
Ben Brown, general manager.
And I don't think it's actually accurate just to call you the general manager. Can you enumerate a few of the other hats you wear with this team?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of staff, right? So I dabble a little bit in recruiting, some videography work. Nothing on the level that Revere TV does, of course. Not nearly that accomplished or professional, but filming practices, getting footage for our staff, as you well know. You know, some of the cuts for the end zone for the games. What else? A little bit of
conditioning coach?
Yeah, strength and conditioning.
Recruiter?
I already said recruiting.
Game day management?
Yeah, to a degree, but we have a separate staff for that.
Some people might say that you are the oil that lubricates the machine that is the Boston Renegades. Do you have any comments on that?
I appreciate the spirit of that, but we have a great team top to bottom. I would describe it thusly. I do some of the things that no one else really feels like doing and helps keep things moving and facilitate.
So how long have you been with the Renegades?
So I came aboard the Renegades at its inception in 2015 after the militia kind of stopped existing in 2014. I was with them in 14, but when that whole transition took place, Molly, Mia, and Aaron asked me if I would come on board at that point with the Renegades, and I said absolutely.
And how long have you been involved in women's football in New England in general?
So that goes back a ways. My wife, T, as you know, heard a radio ad back in 2001, I believe. 2001, 2002 was so long ago. She was a college athlete, as you know, and heard this radio ad for a team called the New England Storm. They were having tryouts. She got in touch with me and said, hey, should I do it? I'm like, heck yeah, because prior to that, she had heard about a team in Wisconsin that she wanted to go play for. And I'm like, we're not moving to Wisconsin. So when this opportunity...
Was that the Minnesota Vixen?
No, it was the Wisconsin, whatever they were, yeah. So I wasn't going to pass up this opportunity for her, plus I know how much she loves sports, so it was actually she being a player and me supporting her which got me into this in the first place.
So in terms of supporting women in sports, I can say from personal experience that I know that at least one of your daughters was born since you and I have started working together, and that she has grown up around football. Can you talk about the impact of women's football on your family life and how that's helped shape the upbringing of your daughters?
Yeah, no, great question. So with T starting back in 01, my oldest was born in 06, my youngest in 2010, so they've been around it literally their whole life. And because they've been around athletics, football in particular, both of them play football. My oldest is a junior at Dedham High School and is on that team. And my youngest is in 7th grade and is actually on her 7th season of tackle football. Both the only girls on their team. So it's just kind of part of who they are and who we are as a family.
So they've never lived in a world where they didn't know that women played football?
Correct. In fact, they only know that women play football. They've never known otherwise. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for the interview. Thanks for everything you do with the Renegades.
All right, guys, we are here with
Lenny Gonzalez.
and she is a rookie with the Boston Renegades. Lenny, what has it been like on your first season with the Boston Renegades training during preseason?
I gotta say, it's been really tough. It's been so challenging from day one. I mean, I think we're 4 months in since rookie camp, and I don't think I've ever had to work this hard in my life to get to where I am today in sports.
Absolutely. So where did you start with sports? What was your sport in high school, college?
So I've actually been playing soccer for 26 years. That's been my sport all my life. But I decided to make a shift in my 30s and look into football. So here I am.
So you guys have been at the track at New Balance today, having just kind of a training camp day. What was that like for you? It's 2 practices in one day. How was that?
It's been great, honestly, to kind of just like come into like one place. I mean, the facility is awesome, but to just like come in one place to fully focus for an entire day and to just like kind of hang out with the team, because you have like the sessions of where you're working hard, but also like the in-betweens that you don't get to do throughout the week. And it's just nice to get to bond with each other during those off sessions throughout the day.
And there were some younger girls in the crowd today, some that were big fans of you. What was that like, interacting with them, signing autographs, taking pictures? What was that interaction like?
It was cute. I mean, it's almost a little awkward just because they're so adorable and like looking up to you, but at the same time, I'm kind of just like, I am a rookie and I do still feel like a rookie, right? So just to see them expect so much from you it's adorable, and I hope I'm living up to the expectation for them.
What's the biggest thing you're looking forward to once games start and the season gets rolling on April 29th?
The biggest thing, winning, honestly. I hear it, everyone here lives it, and they talk about, how challenging it's gonna be to get out there on the line. I hope I get a couple of reps in. That's what I'm working for, to make sure that I'm ready for, when the coach calls and says step in, and just make sure that I make every rep count. It's really what I'm looking forward to.
Hi guys, I'm here with...
Carolyn Glenn of the Boston Renegades.
How many years have you been with the Boston Renegades, Carolyn?
I have been with the Boston Renegades for 6 seasons now. My first season was 2017.
So you've been a part of a lot of winning, a lot of championships.
I've been very fortunate.
Yes. So this could be number 5 in a row. What is it like planning for the season, preparing? How is that mentally, physically on you and the team?
Yeah, I mean, in some ways it's the same. In some ways you come in and you say like, okay, like let's get after it. We have one goal in mind. It's the same goal, right? It's to win a national championship. But it's different in the sense that like we know we need to elevate our level of play. Every year that we win, we just have a bigger and bigger target on our back. So we're just looking to just build on the success we've had on the past, but not like rest on our laurels and like lose that sense of urgency that we sort of need to have in order to be successful again.
So you mentioned sense of urgency. What are some things on your list that you want to focus on this season to really elevate your play and the people around you?
I'm really focusing on just improving my level of communication out on the field. It's so important as a defensive player, to be able to communicate with my team. If I'm not communicating, we're not able to be successful, right? If I'm not doing my job, everybody else can't do their job. So a big thing this season is focusing on communication and getting, everybody working together.
So you guys have just had a training camp day here at New Balance. What was that like? What was that experience like on your end?
Yeah, well, first off, look around. This facility is just incredible. I, can't thank New Balance enough for putting us out here and putting us in a position to get together both, during the day and practicing, and then, right here, right now, like getting to communicate with, our fans and our friends and our teammates. So it was great to use the facility. It's excellent conditions, and it allowed us to work all day on a Saturday when we otherwise probably wouldn't have. So thank you to New Balance.
So do you have any message for the fans going into our season opener on April 29th?
Just come out and be loud and cheer us on, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
We're at Boston Renegades practice, and right now we are with...
Maggie Barden.
And how many years have you played for the Renegades?
Less than 1.
So you're new to the team?
Yeah, it's my rookie year.
How did you hear about the Renegades in the first place?
A family friend said a really long time ago, and she coached my brother in Pee-wees, and it was just always in the back of my mind, and I finished playing semi-professional soccer, and I was ready for something a little bit harder, and good experience.
So you're also involved in baseball as well. Can you talk about that briefly?
Yep, so I am the general manager of the North Shore Navigators, which is a collegiate baseball program that runs in the summer. It's through the NECBL, and I work as the general manager. I'm the only female and the youngest general manager in the country, so...
Okay. So you played soccer in college, you played semi-professional soccer as well, you're involved in a high level of baseball management, and now you're coming into a football team that has a pretty remarkable legacy recently of success. Any comments that you want to make on what it's like to try to come into this environment, whether it's different, whatever?
Yeah. So I think going into it, there was just one day that we had an OTA and I texted my mom, I was like, I think I'm just going to go do this. And after that experience, it's just been like, it's less of an I think I'm going to go do this, and it's like every single practice I'm going to show up. I have an incredible team, and I've never had a team of such diverse, and whether that's like geographical, career, whatever that might be, in whatever terms you want to take it as, just the most diverse group of people, all fighting for like a very important same goal year after year after year, whether that's through one practice or like the overall year that we're looking to have. So it's been a cool experience.
Do you feel any pressure?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's tough coming in as a rookie, especially as like a rookie, kicking. The first thing like I was told by you was you have to be a captain on the field, and I think just trying to understand that and experience that as a rookie. Also, like I definitely have the characteristics of being like the goofball a lot of the times. So
Which should serve you well as a kicker.
so there's pressure in that, and then obviously like playing offense, remembering everything, and you just want to make it perfect. You don't want to waste reps, and you don't want to like let anyone down ever. But I think overall, just the experience that I'm getting and the teammates that I'm meeting, it's 110% worth it every single time.
Would you say that the team has been welcoming of your efforts?
Absolutely. I think this is actually such a funny story. So we had a team bonding or team meeting experience for one of my teammates' birthdays, and the minute I got into the car after, I always write notes when something like impacts me. And the note I wrote in my phone was, I just found my best friends for the rest of my life.
It's powerful stuff. Family are the people you're born to, friends are the ones you choose, and teams are the people you choose to go on a mission with.
All right, guys, so that is a wrap here at New Balance with the Boston Renegades. We had an amazing day here of practice, interaction with the community, some sponsors, and we got a lot of work in with 2 infield sessions. We got to talk to some players about their thoughts on the season coming up just around the corner and how they thought today went on the field. We are looking forward to seeing you April 29th at Harry Della Russo Stadium for a 6 p.m. kickoff against the D.C Divas. We will also be hosting the Pittsburgh Passion and the Tampa Bay Inferno throughout the season. We hope to see you there for all of the amazing games and content coming to you soon.